Hi guys, my name is Karen and today is pasta making day. I'm so excited to show you these recipes because these are not your ordinary pasta. These are 3 high protein vegan pasta that are going to nourish and fuel your body. So these are my go-to recipes after a hard gym workout or when I just feel like I need a bit of a protein boost. I've also included the protein content of each dish in the video for those who are interested. Personally, I don't count any macros. Just from past experiences, I just feel like this is a healthier way for me to eat food and have a relationship with food. But that's for me. But if you guys would like to know more about the topic, then let me know in the comments and I can make a future blog post about this. But anyway, let's get started and make these 3 high protein vegan pastas. So first up is this beautiful garlic roasted tomato pasta with chickpeas and arugula. Begin by halving 2 cups of cherry tomatoes, mince up 4 garlic cloves and combine them both into a large mixing bowl. Add in half a bunch of thyme leaves and separate the sprigs as best you can. Sprinkle over 1 teaspoon of ground sumac and mix. Pour in 2 tablespoons of olive oil and season with salt and pepper. Mix well to really coat the tomatoes in the oil and the beautiful coloured sumac. You can use other tomatoes instead of cherry, but make sure you choose less watery and more fleshy tomatoes like Roma, grape or Campari. Transfer the seasoned tomatoes onto a baking tray lined with baking paper. To make it easier for later, move the sprigs of the thyme to the edges and on top of the tomatoes. Roast the cherry tomatoes for 30 minutes or until soft and lightly browned. When done, remove and set aside to cool. And while you're waiting for the tomatoes to roast, cook your pasta according to package instructions. Since we're making high protein pasta, try to find pasta made from legumes. So I'm using chickpea casarici here, but there are other ones like lentil, mung bean pasta that you could use. Don't forget to salt the water so your pasta doesn't stick, and it was about 7 minutes for my pasta to be al dente. Remove and drain. Chop up 1 white onion and pour 1 tablespoon of olive oil into a saucepan over medium-high heat. Add the onion and saute until soft and fragrant. Add in 5 cups of arugula and 1 can of chickpeas that have been drained and rinsed. Cook for 5 to 8 minutes until the arugula has wilted. Flavour the chickpeas with a sprinkle of sumac. It adds a wonderful dash of tarty, lemony and slightly vinegar flavour that's going to make the chickpeas really pop. Stir again to mix everything together, turn off the heat and set aside to cool. Now back to our beautiful roasted tomatoes. Set 4 to 5 cherry tomatoes aside and add the rest to a mixing bowl. Crush the tomatoes with a fork to get that beautiful delicious juice. Add in the onions, chickpeas and arugula. Mix well and add in the casarici. Combine everything really well to disperse the wonderful flavours around. Try to spread out the arugula if they stick together. Serve with the remaining tomatoes on top and garnish with some Italian parsley. And enjoy guys, this makes the perfect lunch or dinner after a hard workout. And now we have this portobello mushroom and vegetable stir-fry pasta. It's so simple yet so full of flavour and protein. I'm using 4 cups of chickpea spirals to really amp up that protein content, but feel free to use any other pasta. Cook the pasta in salted water according to package instructions and drain. Now while the pasta is cooling down, let's start off by dicing 2 white onions, chop up half a cup of asparagus into bite-sized pieces and evenly slice 2 portobello mushrooms up. Cut 2 whole zucchini into long thin slices and slice 2 spring onions into smaller pieces. Roughly chop up 1 bunch of parsley and mince 2 garlic cloves. Heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil over medium-high heat and add in the garlic and onion. Saute until soft and fragrant for about 4 to 6 minutes. Add in the mushroom, give it a stir for 3 to 4 minutes and add in the asparagus and zucchini. Add in a 1/4 tablespoon of mushroom seasoning, give everything a stir and let it dissolve into the vegetables. Add in the spring onions and saute until soft. Pour the pasta into a mixing bowl and add in the stir-fried veggies. Give it a good mix to combine everything really well. In another small bowl or jar, combine 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest and a teaspoon of chili oil or chili flakes. Mix the dressing up well and pour it all over the pasta and give the pasta a good stir too. I like to top this up with some parsley and sprinkle over some sumac to add a bright dash of tanginess and colour to the dish. And we're done guys, a very simple and nutritious meal with a yummy amount of protein. And last but not least, we have this cheesy white bean and spinach pasta. Again, since it's a high protein pasta dish we're making, I'm using red lentil pasta that give a beautiful 21 grams of plant-based protein. Cook the pasta till al dente according to package instructions and keep a cup of pasta water for the sauce later on. Drain the pasta and set aside. Slice up half a cup of white button mushrooms and cut up some spinach. I like to roll up my spinach like this and cut it into small curly pieces that fits 1 cup. Halve 4 cherry tomatoes for garnish and mince up 2 garlic cloves. Now let's move on to the white bean sauce. Pour 1 can of white beans that have been drained and rinsed into a blender. Add in 1 cup of pasta water, 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, the garlic we just minced, 2 tablespoons of white sesame seeds, half teaspoon of paprika, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Add in salt and pepper to taste. You can adjust this once it's blended. Check the consistency of the sauce. It shouldn't be too thick. If it is, add some water slowly. If you've thinned it too much, then add in some more white beans. I love the colour that the turmeric gives. It gives a nice saucy cheesy colour, but we don't taste the turmeric at all. And when that's done, drizzle 1 tablespoon of olive oil and saute the garlic until fragrant and lightly browned. Add in the mushrooms and cook until golden. Add in the pasta and mix really well. Now pour in the cheesy sauce and turn the heat down really low. Mix this gorgeous high protein sauce around. How creamy and heavenly does this look? Turn off the heat and add in the spinach to let it wilt from the remaining heat of the pasta. This pasta is best served immediately with some cherry tomato toppings and some salt and pepper to taste. You can add some uncooked spinach on top just to give that a burst of freshness to the dish. And there you go guys, these are my high protein vegan pasta dishes that are going to nourish your muscles and body so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it so much. And don't forget to check out embodynourish.com for the full recipe and other recipes too.